welcome to the .NET Office. Today we are going to start our new playlist based on Power BI DAX tutorials. So in this tutorial we will see like how we use the calculations in the Power BI. We are going to learn all the calculated related and like how we do the measurement in the Power BI and lot of the things like which is useful for the analytics on the visualization and many things. So we'll see in this tutorial series. And apart from this, like we have already created a playlist based on the Power BI tutorials where we have learned about the visualization and different type of the visualization available. And apart from this, like we have seen the like Power BI services and how we publish those visualization which we have created. So before proceeding with this tutorial, I recommend you please watch that playlist so you will understand better when we'll learn the Power BI DAX. You can find that tutorial link in my description section also, and you can go and have a look. So let's start like what is the Power BI DAX. So basically the agenda of this tutorial, like what is DAX in Power BI and what is the calculated or measure column in Power BI. So these two things we are going to learn in this tutorial. So basically first of all, like what is the DAX? And DAX is basically called as a data analysis expression. It means like DAX is a library for functions and operators that you can be to build formulas and expression in Power BI, analysis service and Power Pivot in Excel data model. So basically like DAX is basically used to create the function and operator that is used to combine the like formula, like I want a sum of the profit and I want to create a one column which contain like full name of anyone like as a student. So all type of the calculations or some summarization of the fields we can do using the DAX. So that is the advantage of the DAX. And the DAX is basically a formula expression language and can be used in different BI and visualization tools. So that is the basically a DAX is a language that is useful in the Power BI tabular. Like basically this DAX is used for the creating the formula or the creating the calculations, and based on that like some calculation we want the output. So for that kind of the output we use the DAX into the BI tools. And DAX is also known as function language where the full code is kept inside a function. Like I want a sum of the profit, then the full code is inside this sum. Like we have to pass only the like value, like what kind of the column value you want as a sum. So like all the code is inside the function. And DAX programming formula contain two data type, basically numeric and others. And numeric include basically integer, currency and the decimal, while other include string and binary objects. So the main focus of the DAX programming language is like it contain only the numeric and the others. So in the numeric basically all the integer things comes, and whatever the other type of the data is there, those comes into the others. So that is the about the DAX. Now like where we can use this DAX programming language. So as of now we have understood like DAX programming is basically used into the visualization tools or like BI tools where we want to like data as a summarized way, or we want to show or we want to do some calculation over the fields. Then those kind of the scenario we use the DAX. So there are some like places or the tool where we use the DAX, like Power BI, which we are going to learn in this tutorial series, like how we use the DAX in the Power BI. And apart from this we can use like into the Excel, like into the Excel when we work with the Power Pivot. So in the Power Pivot basically we use the DAX programming language and SSAS tabular model. So in the tabular also we use it, and Azure Analysis Service. So these are the tools where we use the DAX programming language. Now let's understand like what is the like how many type of the calculation into the DAX. So basically there are two primary calculation using the DAX. One is the calculated column and the measure column. So in a bit we will understand like what is the difference between the calculated column and the measure. So these are the basically a calculation we do into the Power BI basically, or basically we can say into the desk, the calculation if we are going to do over the data source, then in how many ways we can do the calculation into the using the desk into the Power BI. So that we are going to see. So let's understand like what is the difference between the calculated column and the measure. So in a big picture we can say like calculated column, what we can do, we can add a new data to a table already in your model, but instead of querying and loading value into your new column from a data source, you can create a data analysis expression formula that define that column value. And what is the meaning of that? Like I have a one data source, and in that data source I want to show the full name of the I want to show the full name of the student. Then in the calculated column basically we create a new column, and that new column is calculated of the existing column of the data source, like first name plus last name is becoming a full name. So that is the calculated column. And the measure is like measures are created and used in report view and the data view. Measures you can create yourself, appear in that field list with a calculator icon. You can name measure whatever you want and add them to a new or existing visualization just like any other field. So I want the sum of the profit, or I want some average of the data. So those kind of the measurement we do using the measures. And like the difference between the calculated column is calculated column is basically a column just like a others column, but in a measure column is something different which does not store into the data sets. Basically this measure column comes at the runtime, like in the particular visualization if I'm taking that measure column, then only it come in the picture. So like basically this measure column is not stored into the memory, only it stored at the runtime. So in a bit we will understand like what is the basically practically we will understand the difference between the calculated column and the measure column. So now some pointed difference between the calculated column and the measure. So basically like into the calculated column, expand table by creating new column. So basically in a bit before, as I explained, if I want to show the full name, so that full name is my new column name, and it will be shown into the into the data source. But in the measure column is basically a summarization column into the single value. And what is the meaning of that? Like suppose I want the sum of the data, like sum of the profit, then it is a summarization of the sum profit column, and it is giving us as a sum. So that is the measurement. And like calculated column is stored along with column and stored in memory because it is exist into the data source. But a measure column is basically calculated at the runtime and stored temporarily. And calculated column is less analytical capability, and measure column is basically used for rich analytical capability. And the meaning of that, like suppose I want to show my visualization is very effective and very calculated format, then we go for the measure, because this measure column has many advantages for the analytical way, and it does not store into the memory also, and it calculated at the runtime. So if I want my visualization is very complex in the sense like my visualization has some more column expression, then we can't go for the calculated column because it is stored into the memory. And like for all the visualization it take the memory, so it's very used for the memory management way. But into the measure, like at it store at the runtime, so it is very useful for the analytical capability. So now let's understand like how we create the calculated column and the measure column. So as I have already installed the Power BI desktop application in my system, and even in the Power BI tutorial series we have seen like how to install the Power BI desktop. So I recommend you please watch that tutorial and see like how we install the Power BI desktop and how we get the data from the data source. So I have loaded one data source, and you can see all the column, existed column we can see here, and the data it look like this. So we can see there are different number of the columns, and this is the data basically. So now what I will do, let's create the new columns here, and like calculated column and the measure column, and let's see like how it look like. So the thing is like, let's go to the home here, and you can create the calculated column and the measure column by click on this data source. You can see like new measure and new column. So this is a calculated column and this is a measure column, and you can even create like modeling. You can click here, and from the new measure and new column you can click here. So what I'm going to do, first we'll create the new column, and this new column in the sense like column, normal column, and here I am going to print as a month names full. I'm going to show the full month names, and in this month name here I am having month name and the month number. So what I'm going to show, I'm going to show like which month number is indicating to the which month name. So what I'm going to take, I'm going to take month number, and if I want some aggregation, or what we can say some calculation between two, and so what we can do, we can combine these two using this and symbol, and here month name, and like I have given the column name as a full month name. And if I will click on this tick mark, so what it will do, it will create a one column name for us, and the column name will be the full month name, we will see. And we can see here like it is showing full month name. So it's basically a calculated column. Here in the symbol you can see it is indicating to the full month name. And when I go to my sheet, and if I will scroll right side, we can see the column it exists, and it is showing like 12 December, 6 June, 11 is November. So it is a calculated column, and it exists into the data source. Now we can see here it is existing into the data source. Now let's create the measurement, and let's either you can right click here, and from here you can click new measure, and in this new measure, now let's, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take sum of profit, and here what I can do, I can write sum, and sum of I'm going to take as a profit. So you can select the column which you want to do the operation. So if I will select here, and if I hit enter here, so once I will hit enter here, and if I will right click, we can see like we are not looking this column sum of profit, it doesn't exist here, but it exists into the data source. We can see here, and here it is showing as a calculator symbol, here it is showing as a calculator symbol here, and for the full name it is not showing as the calculator. So that is the difference. Like if we create a calculated column, it store into the data source and it take the memory, and but the measure column is basically it doesn't store into the data source, and it is a calculated at the runtime. So this is the difference. Basically it is a temporarily stored. So that is the difference. Now let's, what I will do, I will take the visualization, any visualization you can take. Okay, let's take this bar chart, and here let's expand it, and I'm going to take another bar chart here, and like let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take full month name, and now the sum of the profit as a value. So I have taken sum of the profit as a value, and it is showing in that way. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to take full month, and instead of this sum of profit, I'm going to take the profit here. Now let's we can do the formation like we have seen already. how we do all these operations and all this. So we have done all these things into the like Power BI visualization, where we have learned many things. So we are looking our like the month name, how it is showing. So like suppose now my visualization I want based on the sum of the profit, then we can go with that calculated measure column basically. And like I want normal profit wise, month wise, then we can use it. So this measure basically measure calculated is very useful for the VI, or we can say the visualization tools, or in the Power BI to calculate the calculations basically. So that is the advantage and the difference between the calculated column and the measure. And this is the again difference, like you can identify it, like here if we create the measure, then it show the symbol as a calculator, and if we create like a calculated column, then the symbol it look like this. So basically that is the difference between the like these two, and like this is the definition of the Power BI DAX, like how we use the DAX. So in the coming tutorial we will understand more about this DAX, like how it is useful for the Power BI, and we will see different type of the like function which is available under this DAX. So we are going to learn, and like this tutorial series very going to be excited and very useful for the Power BI developers and the visualization developers, those is working with this kind of the profession. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.